like that. And I don't know. I think I was still in the age where it was just like the parents and the adults and the authority figures, they were the opposition. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think probably also why, like, with the caseworkers that would come over and spend time with me, like, they were younger. They were, like, more, like, college age. Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe this was, like, they were one of their first jobs or something, but they were kind of younger, so it was, I don't know if that helped kind of, like, make me feel more connected, but, like, if I had been able to maintain the same caseworker throughout, even though they are not, like, technically qualified to give us therapy or whatever, I think those probably would have been the ones that I would have opened up to and talked to, because they're the ones that I started to actually feel, like, comfortable with, and they're the ones that I had started to build a relationship with. And, like, I had actually started to with the guy that was over all of it, like the case manager guy, Ron Wilson. He used to get on my nerves. He was like a dad figure, and he would tell these, like, dad jokes, and, like, it would just annoy me so much, and he just thought it was so funny, but, like, we didn't spend, like, a whole lot of time together, but, like, he would tell me stories about his life growing up, and, like, he wouldn't, I don't know, just the way that he went about things was a little different, but he didn't have his license to give therapy, so he didn't, you know, he wasn't able to talk to me on that level, or he felt like he wasn't. And by the time he finally did get his license, we were actually getting ready to start cognitive behavioral therapy. We were going to be trying some new approach, and I was actually looking forward to it. And it was something that I was actually, like, anticipating, and it was something that I was willing to really try and that I was open to. But, I mean, by the time we got around to actually doing that, like, it was too late, you know?
Yeah. So, like, was there anybody when you were going through this that you felt like you could talk to, like your friends, your grandparents, like anybody?
I mean, I would sort of kind of talk to friends about, like, cutting and, you know, sometimes, like, just feeling, like, depressed or suicidal. But, like, as far as truly opening up and trying to figure out why I was feeling the way that I was feeling and trying to get to the root of the issue and trying to, like, think about my past and, you know, like, anything like that, there wasn't anyone that I felt like I could talk to or reach out to.
Yeah, that's probably, like, a big thing, being able to feel like, you know, you can be honest with somebody and get the situation addressed. But, like,
Right.
were you, like, around a bunch of other people that had, like, the same issues going on? Like, did you, like, tend to, like, cling to those people?
Somewhat. I mean, I had a pretty diverse group that I would hang out with, and some of them struggled with, like, their own, like, depression issues. Some of my friends, would engage in like their own self-harm type issues, I guess. But like, for the most part, like, the degree to which I would do it, there wasn't really anyone else that I knew of
Right.
that struggled in the way that I did. You know what I mean? Like,
So it was more like a big, like, secret, like, you only knew about this and you're kind of scared to, like, reach out.
well, I don't know if it was necessarily like being scared or keeping it a secret. Obviously, it wasn't something that like I broadcasted, and I would wear like long sleeves and bracelets and wristbands and things like that. But like it wasn't like something that I would necessarily try to keep hidden from my friends, because it was just something that I did at that point. But like as far as reaching out, it just seemed like I didn't understand it, and I didn't know that it could be fixed. And I think it was just something that I kept to myself because it was something that I didn't understand, and it was something that I couldn't get a handle on, and it made me feel kind of like weak, and it made me feel, I guess, incapable, and like, I don't know, maybe kind of stupid that I couldn't figure it out, you know? So it's just like the emotions and actually trying to figure those things out was something that I kept to myself.
Right. So did your grandparents notice that you struggled? Did they like offer to help you, or were they just like not aware for a while?
Well, you know, my grandma wasn't aware until the school had told her. I mean, she was definitely like super busy. She was running a daycare center at the time. My mom had just disappeared again and left my baby sister with us. So she was caring for me and my brothers, and then all of a sudden had this brand new, I don't even remember how old she was, like 2 or 3, but she was like a wild child. You know what I mean? Because my mom just didn't take care of her. You know, she had been slipping back into her addiction and just didn't really take care of her. So she had left her with my grandma. So she was trying to raise this other child, not to mention she had horses that she had to take care of, and all of these obligations and all of these things that just kept her so busy. And I was pretty good at staying to myself and hiding any behaviors that I was doing. I mean, I went through puberty at that point in time, so like I started, like a lot of things started changing, and I think she just kind of attributed it to me going through puberty, because all of a sudden, instead of being like this tomboy that didn't care about how I looked and always just wanted to be outside playing in the dirt and hated all like girly things, like I started wearing makeup and caring about my appearance and my hair and my clothes, and I started wearing just all black, and just a lot of things started to change, and so I mean I just kept things kind of hidden, and I